Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lights on Turkish Stars. I'm thrilled you're here because today's story has the kind of twist that makes timelines explode and heart rates spike. The headline you saw is real. Gökberk Yıldırım is genuinely shaken by the news about Cemre Arda. Not shaken in a dark way, but in that breathless, stunned, can this be happening sort of way. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's a perfect time. This is where we unpack the most intriguing, emotional, and carefully verified updates in Turkish showbiz, and we've got plenty more on the way. Let's set the scene before the buzz takes over. Gökberk Yıldırım and Cemre Arda are two of the brightest names on television right now. Their on-screen chemistry is impossible to ignore, and in Yıldırım, where they play Sean and Ferret, their dynamic has reached that rare space where fiction begins to feel personal to the audience. Their scenes are clipped, replayed, and captioned around the clock, which naturally fuels talk about what may or may not exist when the cameras go off. Still, both have kept things measured, professional, and focused on the work until a piece of news landed like a thunderclap. Here's what started it all. Cemre Arda has been tapped for a major international project. Yes, international. Think European backing, a production with ambition, and a promise of visibility that stretches far past the usual circles. It's the kind of offer that can tilt a career onto a global track. And this is precisely where Gökberk enters the conversation, because the way he learned about it and the way he reacted has become a story of its own. According to people present and posts that quickly started circulating online, the update reached Gökberk in a moment that wasn't orchestrated for cameras or headlines. Picture it. He's either in the middle of a set day or taking a short break, and someone passes along the info with a "Have you heard?" That changes the mood. The first beat is quiet surprise, eyes widening as the weight of the opportunity lands. Then, almost immediately, a grin breaks through, and he offers congratulations that aren't polite or rehearsed but warm, real, and undeniably excited. Witnesses describe it as an emotional jolt. He didn't expect it at that exact moment, but he loved hearing it. This is important to underscore. The shock wasn't disbelief in the sense of doubting it could be true. It was astonishment at the scale. That difference matters. It wasn't a "no way," it was a "it's that big" kind of reaction. Imagine your close colleague and friend gets the kind of call actors dream about. Your brain takes a second to catch up, then you beam, because you know what it means for them. A few people swear they saw him clap, even laugh out of sheer relief and joy, before offering a hug and a heartfelt, "You deserve this." Context is everything, and timing is part of the tension. Yıldırım is still riding high, and the energy between Gökberk and Cemre is a cornerstone of that success. So naturally questions arise. How will this play out with filming? Can schedules be massaged to keep everything intact? Industry watchers are already pointing out that veteran teams know how to make the puzzle fit, shooting blocks, restructured scenes, strategic breaks, and arcs designed to allow key cast to pursue big opportunities without gutting the show. It's not easy, but it's not unheard of. Social media didn't wait for official statements to start celebrating. X and Instagram lit up with posts cheering on Cemre's leap and marveling at how candidly happy Gökberk seemed. One comment kept getting echoed in different words. It's rare to see someone glow for someone else like that. Fans took it as proof of the respect and affection between them, whether you read it as deep friendship or something warmer left unspoken. Others tried to read between the lines. Was there also a flicker of worry about distance, time zones, or the inevitable shift that comes when one half of an on-screen duo starts hopping across borders for work? That's speculation, and as always here, we hold that lightly. But speculation is the currency of entertainment talk, and it's not hard to imagine the human side of the story, even with professionals as experienced as these two. If we break down the shock itself, a few points stand out. First, the news reached him in a way that suggests he didn't expect the timing. Maybe he knew something was brewing, but not that it was final, and certainly not that it was this monumental. Second, the emotional tone was unmistakably positive: admiration, pride, and that slightly dazed joy that comes when excellence gets recognized in a big way. Third, if his reaction was visible enough for others to clock it and share, it reveals a lot about his openness and about the rapport he and Cemre have built over long shooting days, late-night rehearsals, and the quiet moments on set that never make it to the public. For Cemre, this project is more than a line on a CV, it's an unlocked door. International work brings new collaborators, new languages of performance, and new audiences who start saying her name with the same familiarity fans have at home. It's the kind of momentum that often leads to more offers, bolder scripts, and the kind of media attention that can shift a career's center of gravity. In that context, seeing someone like Gökberk cheer her on isn't just sweet, it's meaningful. This industry can be competitive to the point of brutal, but when you've shared a set through highs and lows, when you've carried scenes together and pushed each other to get one more take just right, there's a camaraderie that feels almost like family. There's also a bigger story about the direction of Turkish entertainment. Each year, more artists and series step onto the global stage, and every international casting like this sends a signal. The talent here isn't just ready, it's essential. Cemre's move fits right into that arc. And if you're wondering what it means for Gökberk, well, moments like this can be catalytic. Sometimes the success of a colleague becomes a mirror, reflecting your own ambitions back at you. Maybe he starts browsing scripts that would pair him with European directors. Maybe he schedules a round of meetings between shoots. Maybe he simply lets the thought settle in. Why not me too? Fandom, of course, is processing all of this in real time. The clips of their scenes in Yalın, the ones where Sean and Ferret navigate rivalry, tenderness, and all those beautifully tangled emotions, are getting recut with captions that feel prophetic now. Shipping tags are back in rotation. Some fans are posting side-by-sides, a still of Gökberk looking startled and then a shot where he's laughing and clapping, turning the moment into a mini meme about how fast support can show up when it truly matters. Underneath the fun, there's a current of gratitude. People love watching two performers lift each other up. And yet, the concrete reality remains grounded. Official channels have kept it tasteful and measured. What's confirmed is confirmed. Cemre has secured a major opportunity, and everyone is working to ensure that nothing is rushed or compromised. What isn't confirmed is treated with care. That's how it should be. We love an intriguing rumor, but what lasts are the facts and the work. So, what are the practical possibilities? Productions can stagger sequences, lean on ensemble arcs for a stretch, or build story beats that create narrative space without feeling like a disappearance. It's the craft behind the curtain, and teams who've done this before know the drill. If anything, it could enrich the season. Absence can be woven into tension, returns can become events, and characters can be deepened by how others in the show react to the shifts. For viewers, it can make weekly episodes feel more urgent, more alive. Through all this, what keeps ringing is the emotional center, that moment when Gökberk heard the news and couldn't hide how it hit him. Years from now, when people look back at the arcs of their careers, they might remember this day not just as a headline, but as a snapshot of what respect in this business looks like. A proud smile. A quick step forward to say, "I'm happy for you," loudly and clearly. Zooming out again, we can say a few things with confidence. Cemre's trajectory is curving upward with velocity, and the industry is watching. Gökberk's response adds a human note that fans crave, a reminder that behind the press cycles and scripted lines are people who dream, try, fail, win, and cheer. The global audience will likely discover her the way Turkish viewers did, scene by scene, frame by frame, drawn in by a gaze that says more than dialogue can. And for him, this could be a chapter marker, the moment when he quietly decides to test himself against a bigger map. As always on Lights on Turkish Stars, we're careful with what we amplify. The verified part is enough to celebrate, a tremendous opportunity for Cemre, a genuine surge of pride from Gökberk, and a community of viewers who feel like they're witnessing the start of something expansive. Everything else. Schedules, cross-border logistics, the delicate balancing act of ongoing commitments will unfold with time, and we'll treat each update with the same respect we always do. If you've made it this far, you're probably feeling that same mix of emotion we are, excitement for what's next, curiosity about how the puzzle pieces will settle, and a little awe at how quickly a career can leap forward when talent meets timing. Tell us how you felt when you first saw the news. Did it catch you off guard the way it did Gökberk? Do you think the momentum of Yalın will carry smoothly through whatever adjustments the team makes? And what are you hoping to see when Cemre steps onto an international set for the first time under those bright, unfamiliar lights? We'll keep watching, we'll keep listening, and we'll keep bringing you what matters most: truth, emotion, and the story behind the story. If you enjoyed this breakdown, tap subscribe so you never miss a moment. Share this with someone who's been rooting for these two since their very first scene as Sean and Ferret, and drop your thoughts below. Your perspective is part of what makes this community special. For now, here's where we land. Cemre Arda has seized a door that opened wide, and you can feel the gust of possibility rushing through it. Gökberk Yıldırım met that gust with open arms and an open heart. The industry is paying attention. The audience is ready. And somewhere, as cameras get set and scripts get marked, two careers that already meant a lot to a lot of people are stretching toward a horizon that looks bigger than ever. This is Lights on Turkish Stars signing off for today. We'll be back with confirmations as they arrive, with nuance when it's needed, and with the same promise we always make, to tell these stories with the care they deserve and the excitement they inspire. See you in the next video.